Welcome back to Grammar Grade 10. This is Unit 1, Lesson 3, and today we're exploring pronouns, those handy little words that stand in for nouns. We'll meet 4 kinds: personal, possessive, reflexive, and intensive. By the end, you'll know exactly how each one works, and you'll have a simple test for the 2 that look alike. Let's begin. Let's start where every pronoun starts. What job does it do? A pronoun is a word that stands in for a noun. It can replace a single noun, a whole phrase acting like a noun, or even another pronoun. Why do we need them? Listen to a sentence built without them. Priya packed Priya's bag. Repeating the name like that sounds heavy, doesn't it? Now drop in a pronoun. Priya packed her bag. That one word, her, stands in for Priya's, and the sentence suddenly breathes. That is the whole point, a tiny word doing a full noun's work. Today we'll meet 4 families of pronouns: personal, possessive, reflexive, and intensive. First come the personal pronouns. These stand for specific people or things, and we file them by person and by number, singular or plural. First person is the speaker. I and me for myself alone. We and us for my group. Second person is whoever I'm speaking to. Just you. The same word for one listener or a whole crowd. Third person covers whoever or whatever is being discussed. He, him, she, her, and it in the singular, then they and them in the plural. Each of these points to one particular person or thing. Next, the possessive pronouns. Their single job is to show ownership, standing in for a possessive noun. In the first person, we get my and mine, our and ours. The second person gives us your and yours. And the third person brings his, her, hers, its, their, and theirs. Now, here's the rule I really want you to carry away. These possessive pronouns never take an apostrophe. Its, yours, hers, and theirs are all written straight through. The word its is the usual troublemaker. Keep it clear. ITS with no apostrophe means belonging to it, while IT apostrophe S is short for it is. Now to the reflexive pronouns. A reflexive pronoun is formed with the ending self or selves. The complete set runs myself, yourself, himself, herself, and itself. Then ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. Here is what makes them reflexive. Take the sentence. Marcus pushed himself through the last mile. The word himself circles right back to Marcus. The same person who does the pushing is also the one pushed. That is the core idea. A reflexive pronoun bounces the action back onto someone already named in the sentence. And notice it is essential here. Pull himself out, and the sentence collapses. Here comes the twist that fools a lot of people. An intensive pronoun uses those very same self words, yet its purpose is entirely different. It exists only to add emphasis. Take this line. The director herself approved the budget. The word herself is not receiving any action. It is simply thumping the table, stressing that yes, it really was the director. That is emphasis, pure and simple. And here's the giveaway. You can lift an intensive pronoun straight out. Remove it and you still have the director approved the budget, a complete, sensible thought. Because it can be removed without harming the sentence, we call it intensive. So how do you separate reflexive from intensive when the word is spelled the same? Run one quick test. Delete the self word and check whether the sentence still stands. If it does, that word was only emphasis. intensive. The chef herself plated it becomes the chef plated it, and nothing important is lost. But if deleting it breaks the sentence, the word was pulling real weight, reflexive. The chef taught herself becomes the chef taught, which leaves us dangling. Taught what? Since we can't drop it, it is reflexive. One test and the pair separates cleanly. Let's practice. In this first set, I'll give you a sentence with a missing word, and you pick the correct spelling. Watch especially for those possessive pronouns that never take an apostrophe. Pause the video and choose before I reveal each answer. The orchestra tuned blank instruments. Is it ITS or IT apostrophe S? The instruments belong to the orchestra, so we want the possessive form, ITS, no apostrophe. The answer is its. Those tickets are blank. There, with an apostrophe S, is never a word. The possessive pronoun is theirs, written straight through with no apostrophe. So the answer is theirs. Blank almost time to leave. Here we mean it is almost time, and that contraction is spelled IT apostrophe S. So this one takes the apostrophe. Its. Nice work. In this second set, every sentence has a self word. Your job is to decide whether it is reflexive or intensive. Remember the test. Try deleting it. Pause and decide before I answer. The senator himself answered every question. Run the test. Remove himself. The senator answered every question still works completely, so himself was only adding emphasis. That makes it intensive. Nadia taught herself to code. Take out herself and you get Nadia taught to code. Taught whom? The sentence needs that word, so it is doing real work. That makes it reflexive. We repainted the fence ourselves. Remove ourselves. We repainted the fence still stands on its own. The word only emphasizes who did the work, so this one is intensive. Let's bring it all together. Personal pronouns replace nouns by person and number, while possessive pronouns show ownership. And remember, they never take an apostrophe. Reflexive pronouns, formed with self, send the action back to someone already named in the sentence. Intensive pronouns borrow those very same words, but only to add emphasis. And whenever you can't tell them apart, delete the self word. If the sentence still works, it's intensive. If it falls apart, it's reflexive. Great work today in Grammar Grade 10. In the next lesson, we'll keep building on this. I'll see you there.